Hey everyone back home, hope you are all keeping safe on this crazy time. Thinking back to the Real Madrid game now, bit surreal to be honest with you. As soon as we heard the news, the weeks leading up to it, even the week of it when Sky Sports actually came to one of the training sessions and done interviews with two or three of the lads, it was a crazy time to think that the great Galacticos were coming to Tala. The day of was actually pretty, I don't want to say normal, but I went to work. I'm not sure how many of the Real Madrid players went to work and did a day's work before the game. But went to work, dropped down to my mother's in Green Hills to give her tickets. And to my surprise, my then girlfriend, now wife, Sharon, had flown in from America actually as a surprise to watch the game. So the day started well. Got to the stadium, walked out onto the pitch, and just all I can remember is seeing how well Tala Stadium looked. Pitch looked immaculate. The stand on the far side obviously was under construction, was not quite there yet, but they had filled in seats at the front of it, back of both goals. I mean, it really looked impressive. The buzz around the stadium, even walking into the grounds, was incredible. You could feel it. The only thing I could really liken the atmosphere to was the first game in the new stadium at home to Sligo. I felt it was that kind of excitement, went in then, and I guess the team talk was pretty low key considering Michael O'Neill brought us all in, and we were taking it serious, but we also knew it was a friendly game, and we had bigger games in the league coming up. But so Michael's talk was not as intense as normal, but I do remember when he told me, and I think it was Pat Flynn, who we were marking from set pieces. I think he was on Ronaldo and I was on Raul. And we both looked at each other and thought to ourselves, is this for real, So went down onto the pitch, and then the game got underway. And to be honest with you, I thought we did well. I thought we held our own. I mean, obviously they had a lot of the ball. They're Real Madrid. So, but I can't really think of Barry having to pull off any worldies. He pulled off one or two good saves. I remember Sean O'Connor giving them some trouble down the flanks. I remember second half, Desi Baker obviously having our best chance, but unfortunately Desi put on two different colour boots and dazzled himself and fell over or something, My own performance, I can remember one stage getting put down the line and Ronaldo going down the ball. I don't know where Bermo had gone. He disappeared. And I remember running over thinking to myself, all right, just don't fall over. He's going to throw over like 15 step overs, which he did. But fortunately enough, he passed it back to the fullback. And I thought to myself, all right, I got away with that one. But in the second half then, I remember Benzema getting the ball in, turning me. I tried to nick it, turned me so easily, and I think hit the crossbar from like 35 yards out just to show his quality, I think I was one of the lucky ones. I got about 82, 83 minutes of the game, which really was just not a reflection on the game. It was just I needed the game time. I was coming back from an injury, so I was definitely one of the luckier ones. So shortly after going off, of course, they scored another great ball, diagonal from the fullback, I believe. Benzema's touch again. First touch was like world class and a calm finish, which you'd expect from a player of his ability. And that was it. I mean, to be honest with you, looking back on it and reflecting on it, I think a draw would have been a fair result. We were maybe hard done by to lose it that late on, but I don't think we can question that we did the badge, the fans, hopefully, and the club. We did our best. We didn't let them down. Let's just put it that way. It was an amazing day, an amazing game, an amazing thing to be involved in, especially with an amazing club like Rovers. And it's one I still look back on now, like old photographs, a little bit of video clip, and I mean, it still gives me chills to think, wow, that's Real Madrid, and we put it up to them, So it was a great game, great time, and I hope Rovers in the future have many more like it. Take care, be safe.